and we're good.
Arrogance and ale. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Arrogance and Ales. I'm Faraz, he's JJ, and once again, we're missing our compadre Josh, but he's still getting over the loss of the family and also getting ready for this weekend. For those who don't know, we're on Radio Row at the Atlantic City
Beer Fest.
Woo-hoo! So come holla at us. We'll have our shirts on, so we're going to be trying to promote and rep, and hey, let's get it going. And with that, the way we do things on the show is, as always, it's what we're sipping on, beer reviews. Then we talk beer news. We don't have a guest, so JJ and I just get to stare longingly into each other's eyes and discuss deep matters like AMC and other stonks.
To the moon, bro.
To the moon. With that, JJ, why don't you start us off? What are you sipping on?
Half Acre Beer Hates Astronauts.
Oh, yeah.
I had this beer last year. I haven't had the this year's version, but I got to tell you, I just love Half Acre and everything they do.
The official beer of the God Hates Astronauts comic book, brewed with Vienna malt and citrus hops. Just over 43,000 check-ins, 7.8 ABV, and a 4.12.
Wow, that's great.
Exactly. For a production distribution beer, that's excellent. Also, a little known fact about this beer is that because it's a beer of a comic book, the comic artist draws a different artwork for the can every year.
Look.
This year it's a
cool.
Straight up comic book page. In previous years, one of my favorites was I got to get this right, a flying unicorn punching a chicken in an astronaut outfit. There was two others. There was another one with a chicken in an astronaut costume getting beat up. And I forget what the first one was that I can remember. So what do you think?
So it has that citra hops aroma, which is very dank and citrusy. It's pretty awesome. Tropical. It's very pillowy mouthfeel. I mean, 7.5% is right in my wheelhouse. Extremely juicy. Not a lot of bitterness on the back end, so all you juice heads will love it. I like a little more bitterness, but I can't argue with the beer. It's really good. So I love it.
All right. What I am going to be sipping on is Wandering into Reality. There are a total of 13 check-ins at a 4 on Untapped. It is called a collab with our good buddies at Abomination Brewing. Milkshake Dippa brewed with and dry hopped with heaps of fluffy oats and wheat, conditioned on Madagascar vanilla, papaya, and anajarilla. A melange of fresh fruit and extra creamy goodness. 8% ABV. Now, what they seem to have forgotten to mention is that we here at Arrogance and Ales also collaborated on this beer. How is it named, Mike? What's the style pick? Who did all that? Oh, could that be me? Could it be me? Yeah, was I there picking the flavors we put into it?
Faraz and Josh were there and helped brew the beer. Or did you guys just sit around and tell the guys what to do?
I don't know what you're talking about. I was there with that what's that mash shovel? Yeah, that was me. All right. It's a little clearer than I expected for a milkshake, but let's go. Very nice. Wow. The fruit comes through very strong. Not as pillowy as I expected from a milkshake. Maybe I didn't shake the can well enough. But super fruit and really floral. I catch the vanilla and the papaya. The nojarilla, if I remember, is a citrus fruit. I'm gonna say it's like an orange. I could be super wrong.
Do you like vanilla with your IPAs?
I do when they are in the milkshake style because
Mhm.
I feel like it kind of goes. Maybe that's just my
Yeah.
what is it?
Mhm.
My Pulp Fiction brain of going, oh goddamn, that's a $5 milkshake. That's a good milkshake. But yeah. So yeah, we're going to give this one a. That's right. That's right. All right. So with that, don't let's find out what is in the news. Oh, I need that opening too.
Oh, we need a news opening. Yeah,
I got to get a new.
you can program that in there.
I
Program
will.
that
Oh,
into the soundboard.
there we go. Go. All right, got to get that one. All right. The interesting one is that the regional craft beers that rocked 2020, while all beer was down, craft was down roughly 9% last year due to draft issues. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
no surprise there.
Right.
But there were pockets that grew. There were no large breweries that grew, but 58 breweries did grow. At least what we're tracking is like not your nano brews, but your certain level of production. And we'll go into that level right now. So who mustered growth of the craft?
New
Take
Belgium
a
has
guess.
got to be New Belgium has got to be number one on that list.
It wasn't. It's not even on the.
No,
It's not on the
come
list.
on, really?
It's not even on the list.
Wouldn't you have thought though?
I think New Belgium's takeoff was actually this year, not
Okay.
2020. So I definitely agreed with you that I think it was the creep forward, which then was the launch. They got the running start. But okay, so instead of saying it that way, why don't JJ? Can you pick? There are 5 top growers by percentage and 5 top growers by barrels. Do you think you can get any of them?
Is the barrels the number of barrels, or is it a percentage of barrels?
Number of barrels.
I think Founders probably had a really solid year. No?
Only one large brewer grew, Sierra Nevada.
Oh, wow.
And that is up barrels, but not up percentage. And they were up almost 60,000 barrels. Because when you don't know, what do? You grab what you know. People know Sierra Nevada.
No, you're right. When you say it, I'm gonna go, oh yeah, right. But are they more regional?
Yes, very. But of these regions, we know all but 2 of the breweries.
Okay.
And of the volume up breweries, we know them all.
I don't know. Go ahead. Right. I'll say aha, yeah.
Once you get it, exactly right. So we can just go with a couple. So your largest, other than Sierra Nevada. Well, Sierra Nevada actually is considered, yeah. Your 100,000 barrels to 500,000 barrels. That's Canarchy. That was up 2%. That is Artisanal Brewing Ventures, which is new in our area. That's the artisanal beers.
Yeah.
But they're a conglomerate of other beers also, breweries also. They're up 9%. And New York-based Matt Brewing, which Brooklyn is part of, was up 1%.
Yeah, they contract a lot, so I don't know. Yeah.
Pennsylvania's Trogue Brewing up 7%, a 7,000 plus barrel increase. Craft brewers who are at 50 to 100,000 barrels, only 2 put up large those numbers. Brewdog was up 44%.
Wow.
Almost 20,000 barrels.
Wow.
And Creature Comforts. Now, Creature Comforts makes sense because they also opened 2 tap rooms in different states, and they expanded to regionally to survive. Now,
the Trogs thing kind of surprises me. Not that I love Trogs. I really do. But it kind of surprised me because they seem like a very mature brand in their region. Am I right? Or I guess I'm not right. I don't know.
In their region, you mean our region? Yeah, but
yeah.
again, I'm just thinking when people can't go anywhere else, they
They go to what they know. They go to
yeah,
what they know.
but they also go to grocery stores.
Yeah.
And a lot of the grocery stores had end caps, and a lot of the grocery stores, Trogs was smart to market themselves that way.
Sure.
So there were two, JJ, that grew. Wow, English. I'm good at English.
He's an ape.
That grew in triple digits. The first was one of our guests on this show. Does that help you, JJ?
Toppling Goliath.
No.
New Belgium.
They grew 400%. They were up from let's see. In 2019, they brewed 7,500 barrels, and in 2020, they brewed 37,000 barrels. That would be Athletic Brewing Company.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Holy shit. A non-alcoholic beer. Mike Beck was a great guy to have on the show, though. He was very good.
100%. Listen.
Very good.
It's non-alcoholic beer. It's just interesting to me.
Yeah.
Aren't those seltzers? So the next is Aslan Brewing. Aslan went from 7,500 barrels to 17,000 barrels.
Wow.
133% increase.
Did they self-distro more, or how they do that?
They signed with Serene in our region.
Yeah.
So that goes all the way from DC all the way up to Boston. Or no, all the way to CT, bro. The one brewery I didn't know of.
CT, bro. You guys don't sell logs down here?
Logs down here? This sentence upsets me. The maker of a popular pickle beer in Texas, Martin House Brewing, was also up 83% from just over 10,000 barrels to just under 20,000 barrels.
A pickle beer.
Yeah, that was the issue I had. What?
I like pickles. I do. I like them with beer. I don't mind eating pickles and beer.
True.
But not pickle beer. I don't know.
Listen, I love pickles, and even I don't do picklebacks.
Yeah.
I drink whiskey and I can eat a pickle, but I no. Get out of here with that.
Yeah.
Another one of our previous guests that was on the show, New Jersey's Cape May Brewing, was up 40%.
They're crushing it. No pun intended.
So Oklahoma-based Krebs Brewing and Shoko Beer Co., which their largest brand in their portfolio is a little brand we like to call Prairie.
I'm drinking one of their. I'm drinking one of their beers tonight.
Oh, there we go! Look at that. See, we don't even plan this, folks. Maybe, but we don't. It was up 45%. Atlanta Scofflaw Brewing was up 44%. And 17-year-old, which was crazy when I heard that, Zero Gravity Brewing out of Burlington was up 44%.
Wow.
Now, one of the things they did to do that was they bought Magic Hat's old brewery. And yeah.
Boy, what a fall from grace Magic Hat is. Like they were, you think about it, 15 years ago, they were the top of the world, man. Everybody wanted to be Magic Hat. They wanted to be number 9. It was selling. It was crazy. It was just, I remember he came down and asked me questions about the Lehigh Valley, what wholesaler should go with, blah, blah, blah. You know, he's driving his old station wagon, this old hippie looking dude. I loved it, man. It was a great story. But then he sold out to the man. And I guess that's the end goal, and they killed the brand. A lot of these guys just buy brands to kill it. They don't really care.
Some, I don't know if they all buy to kill it. I just think that what happened is that Magic Hat and Rogue Dead Guy, which were pretty much your two most common around here craft when you went anywhere to try to drink a craft beer that wasn't a Chimay or an old school European brand. I just think that the people were like, okay, cool, this is what good beer should taste like. It was that and Sam Adams. And then we were like, okay, so what's next? Like, and they may not also be paying for lines and chain stores anymore. Then again, I bet you right now, you sell Magic Hat 12 packs at a pretty decent clip. Number 9? No? Wow.
I might sell 1 or 2 15 packs of number 9 a week. It's bad. It's really bad.
Wow. That's actually
really
super surprising.
Yeah.
All right. So are you on to your next beer?
Sure. No, I'm not, but
Nope.
I'll get there. You go to yours.
Okay. So do I want to do great? I got nothing but nightmares from this point on. Okay. I am going to go with Distant Stars from Finback Brewing.
Nice.
I was very excited to drink this beer. Once again, it's one of these breweries for us here in our area that you're like, oh wow, I can actually just buy this on the shelves.
Yeah, that beer's definitely pulling. It's selling off the shelves fast. It's good. It's good.
All right. Josh, I'm sorry you're not here because you definitely would appreciate the description. The description is Citra, Watiti, Mosaic, Belma, and Motica. That's it. It is a double IPA. It is 8.5%. It has 402 check-ins, but a 429.
Wow.
Yeah, let's put you in my mouth hole and be very, very, very happy. All right. Now you, Cloudy AF. Thank you. Oh, you smell wonderful. Oh, it just needs another one. Yeah, that's. See, yeah, Finback has a very wonderful mouthfeel. Yeah, I'm not describing it very well. Like, it's yeah.
You're not doing the Garrett Oliver beer review?
Well, if you look, the lacing is wonderfully in depth, and it cloyings to the glass. But no, it's excellent.
Woodsy undertones, hints of freshly mown grass. Yeah.
Tobacco and oak. I always want to know why. Like it's same with wine and hell, I barely get tobacco in cigars. What are you people talking about with these wines? Like, oh, don't you get the deep, deep tobacco note? No. No, I don't. I smoke cigars. I get that tobacco note from that. But no, this is a wonderful beer. Simply beautiful. If you can get your hands on it, please.
All right. So I'm moving along.
Okay. What do we got?
Prairie Artisan Ales. Pineapple upside down cake.
Yeah, I have drank this beer. All right, let's see here. A sour ale brewed with pineapple, pecans, cherries, and yellow cake. Just over 9,600 check-ins, 4.9 ABV. 363. A little surprising because I think it's better than that. Oh, that's going to be too sour for you, though, bro.
I think it gets a 363 because we don't get a lot of pineapple upside down cake. We just get a lot of tartness. And I'll be very nice.
Okay. How old is that can, JJ?
I don't know. It doesn't have a date on it.
No? Okay.
No. Well, what does it matter? Like, what does that matter with a fruited sour? It's not like you're losing hops.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, I hate when they don't put shit on the can.
Yeah,
right. I can't see shit.
Yeah, it's also because you're blind.
I got CSS. Can't see shit.
Should have known that one. I really should have known that one. All right, let me take another sip because this is just so good. This one's interesting, and I think you love the legal things. So, also, I mentioned it last week when you were away, but the bill is still going forward in the PA House. I have heard through the grapevine it doesn't have a chance.
What bill?
The one we were talking about where you could break away from your wholesaler. Sorry.
Oh,
For those who haven't listened before,
yeah.
There is a bill in 3 different states, Indiana, Tennessee, and PA, that would allow breweries to show cause after 5 years that they could then leave their wholesaler and go with another one. And now the PA one had already had a proviso that said if you are more than 10% of that wholesaler's business, you can't leave. Sorry. You can't, we're not destroying businesses because you're not happy or because you got bought out by, I don't know, say AB. And even that still doesn't look good. You didn't think it was going to go through?
Yeah, but big money protects that. I mean, let's face it. These wholesalers got a lot of money, and big money is protected.
They could break a brother off with a couple of them dollars. I'm just saying. Major industry coalition forms to fight canned cocktail equivalency. So what is this about?
Why is that?
Well, because New Jersey Assembly is considering a tax bill which would equalize the state excise tax for spirit-based canned cocktails at 8% or lower. Now,
fucking money grab.
Well,
it's a money grab. What's the reason? Go ahead.
Their reasoning is that because it is such low ABV, it should be qualified as it does beer. Now, why is that?
I love it. I fucking love it.
It matters because the average state tax on canned liquors is $10 a case, compared to beer, which is $3 or $4 a case. The crazy thing is this is the coalition that has joined against letting them do this. This is why I do not think this shit's going to pass. You want to talk about big money, JJ? AB, the Beer Institute, the Beer Wholesalers Association in New Jersey, the Boston Beer Company, the Brewers Association, the Brewers Guild of New Jersey, Constellation Beer, which is literally writing a letter against their liquors.
Yeah. They're in it. They're in the game. Yeah.
Heineken, Mark Anthony Brands International, Molson Coors, and the National Beer Wholesalers Association. So good luck to your bill, brah.
I know in PA, I know what's going on in PA, and in PA, the RTD manufacturers are not happy with being in the state liquor system. They're just not. They don't feel like they get good representation in the stores. They want to be in grocery. They want to be in D's. They want to be in the real retail environment. They want to be in 3-tier system. They don't want to be in a controlled store where they may have a case or two on the shelf. I don't know if you've been to New Jersey recently and seen all the high noon displays.
Oh yeah.
They're monstrous. They're freaking monstrous. And White Claw and Truly should be fighting this hardcore because it's coming.
They are. AB
I know.
and Boston
No,
Beer.
I know that because high noon is coming hard.
Because it stopped playing the game. It's like, okay, listen, we don't need this is just vodka. It's a vodka tonic in a fucking can. That's all this is. That's what a seltzer should like. I've had so many people say to me, so an alcoholic seltzer is a vodka tonic, right? With flavoring. I was like, in some states, not in this one, but in some states.
Well, most of America now, it's Truly and White Claw. I mean, most of America. So it should be just a mixed cocktail. It just should be. Truly and White Claws have a lot to lose, man. Lot to lose.
Excuse me for taking that big of a gulp. The liquor industry and the beer industry are the Hatfields and McCoys, and they will never let that happen. They will never let High Noon. They will never let any of these companies. They just won't. And
it's this close in PA. I'm telling you, by the end of it is this close. This close. Remember when I told you? Remember when I told you AMC was this close to squeezing? Remember when I told you that?
Yeah. No, I do. Yeah. Listen. Do not forget you are an ape who eats crayons. Sometimes the crayons taste good.
Sometimes I eat tacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Forget.
Don't forget. Some days you fling poo. Some days you get to eat a crayon. It's nice. It's a wonderful mix.
Yeah.
Wow. Having this new mic, man, you can really hear what I'm saying.
It's awesome. It's really good.
All right, let's see what I am going to drink next. You know what we're going to do for science? We're going to do this for science. I'm going to drink a Curiosity 111 from Treehouse, which everyone's like, why would you be doing that from science? That's awesome.
I have a friend who's going up this weekend if you want anything.
Probably, yeah. Just
text me what you want.
All right, I will. See here, Curiosity 111. Come on, 100. Now, why am I doing this for science? It's 3 months old. So let's find out what it was and what it will be. Curiosity 111 features Nelson and Citra hops atop a Pilsner malt base featuring no additional malts at all. The base of this beer is as pure and clean as possible. Following careful managed fermentation utilizing our house yeast, the resulting beer is immensely focused with notes of pulpy orange juice and kiwi. Your next tagline, of course, is please enjoy this fresh and appreciate the purity and simplicity. So I will say, most of the time when you drink a craft beer this old, I'm getting a shit ton of floaties. And there are.
And how old is that?
3 months.
It's not horrible. I mean, that's not horrible.
No, but for a experimental.
Did you keep it cold? Did you keep it cold the whole time?
Yes.
Oh,
we have 2,000, just over 2,000 check-ins, 8.1 ABV, a 4.25. So the bloom is off the rose on the nose. I can tell you that right away. Shouldn't have poured this much into a glass. Oh no. Beer's dead. Ah, Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
That's what's fucking pisses me off about these beers. Like, if they die after 90 days, like, I don't know, man. Why do it? I don't know.
No, that's actually bad. Hold on a minute. Give you a topic to vamp on while I pour this out. We drive on our parkways and park on our driveways. Disgust.
Sorry, guys. Faraz has to go unload that beer. And again, I have no freaking clue why breweries put out beers that fall apart so quick. Or it could have been just dog shit from the beginning. I don't know. But
okay.
Did you try one fresh? Faraz, did you try one of those fresh? He's not.
And I'm back.
Did you try one of those fresh?
No, not that number. I wish I did.
That would have been interesting to try it fresh and then, have some relative perspective on it.
You're 100% right.
Because it could have been dog shit from the get-go.
I was just about to say, though, I've had at least 20 to maybe 30 curiosities. No, They've been. So what am I going to try? Let's try an old school beer on a new school tip. This is Dirt Wolf.
DDH Dirt Wolf.
DDH.
Nice.
From Victory Brewing Company. DDH, bro.
Dude, Dirt Wolf feels like it was just yesterday when it came out. And I was just like, this beer's so awesome. I loved that beer when it came out. But I'll tell you what, you drink 10 of those things, you feel it the next day.
It's 10%.
I
Man, no
know.
shit. All right. In the cold winter months. Oh, yeah, you start great here. The pack doubles in size, a new evolution of an even more aggressively hopped classic. Deliciously intense aromas of citrus and earthy notes make this a beer that'll sure to send you howling for more. Yeah.
Could have downloaded a howl sound or something, you know.
Oh. Get one of your dogs to bark. What do we got? Just under 1,500 check-ins, 9.6 ABV, a 401 though, on Untapped for a non-New England. The people who aren't visually watching, clear as shit, old school Imperial IPA. And I agree with you. I used to drink the shit out of this back in the day too. No. Just no.
What's wrong with it?
Malty as fuck. And this is brand spanking new. What is this? Like a week old?
Yeah, they're pretty fresh.
They're pretty fresh. No. No. I mean, here's my problem. I don't even know if I know how to do that. A non-New England double IPA. How unbelievably sweet should it be? Because it's got to have a super sweet backbone, and it just no. And the double dry hop did nothing. Like, oh, I thought at the initial, okay, it didn't do nothing. The initial, like before it really saturated my palate, was nice. And then it was like, oh yeah, no, I'm still an old school double IPA that I made 15, however many years ago. And haven't changed the recipe or tweaked the damn thing.
But I don't mind an old school double IPA. I really don't. I don't know.
My problem is that this doesn't even stand up to anymore to like Green Flash Green Wave, a Cigar City High Line. I mean, like old school double IPAs and single IPAs still don't need to be this fucking sweet and malt backbone. Now,
I think that's why I do get a tremendous hangover when I drink a few of those. I don't have to drink 2 or 3 and I get a tremendous hangover. It's the sweetness. It's the sugar content in that thing.
It's like I'm drinking a lollipop.
It's probably 450 calories. I would imagine.
Minimum. Yeah. Brew forward. No.
They wouldn't say it on the can. They would never put that on the can. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's probably a big calorie IPA.
All right, let's see what's next because now I'm sad. Oh, 2 in a row that I drank. That was bad. That's rare for me. Ugh. Now I'm all verklempt. All right, our Memorial Day pricing roundup. This is from Beer Business Daily. Checking in to see what were the big SKUs. Oh, let's take a guess. What was the big SKU? JJ, take it away, my retailer.
Miller Lite 30 packs just crushed it this weekend. Backed up by Yingling Lager, Coors Light, and Bud Light. Like, what the hell?
The most prevalent segment, poppin'. Literally written, popping.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, is premium lights. Your Bud Light, your Coors Light, and your Miller Lite.
Woohoo, big surprise.
And the sun came up today. What the fuck?
Right.
Why is that?
Right.
That's not news, people. That's every week, though, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, is there really a week where you're not selling those SKUs?
Never. Never.
Yeah,
Never.
yeah. You close the fucking doors if you
Yeah.
don't sell those SKUs.
Yeah.
Hence why I'm doing this now, and you're still doing that. Uh, seltzers hit the big league after premium lights. It's got to be the hard seltzers. Seeing a 12 count variety pack of either White Claw or Truly is a surefire bet in circulars and in SKUs. After seltzers, it ends up being Mick Ultra.
Yeah, it's on fire. It's on fire. Mick Ultra's on fire. If you don't have Mick Ultra in your store, you're just left behind.
I mean, come on. Shit. Okay, I ran literally the most arrogant asshole beer store on the planet. Yeah, come check my checklist. And even I still carried Mick Ultra.
You
Mick
have
Ultra
to.
organic though. I still at least carried Mick Ultra.
You have to. You
Do they
have
make
to.
non-organic still or no? Is
Yeah.
it now?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And that's the one that's on fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Just drink the better shit. It was the same price. Chill. Some stores slinging seltzer for less than $1 a can. We see the average price we saw across Memorial Day's circulars for a 12 count variety pack was $13.99. How is that less than $1 a can?
$13.99, and is it a national?
Yeah,
that's a national. That just shows you where Pennsylvania is at with pricing, because there's nobody $13.99. Nobody.
Bud Light seltzer.
No, 15.99.
Oh, all right.
But you will not see Truly and White Claw below $17.99 anywhere.
In Las Vegas, you can get a 12 count of Corona Seltzer for $12.99. In Chicago, where they were running a seltzer and snack deal for shoppers who purchased a 12-pack of White Claw were rewarded the option of grabbing peanuts for a penny. We're getting them at $11.99.
So you know what this tells me? The race to the bottom has begun.
Oh yeah, this is the year that seltzers finally figure out that it's a Highlander. There can be only one.
Yeah, because before it was like, we are king, we don't have to discount. Now, the race to the bottom's starting. This is awesome. So What does that mean? Is we've hit our crescendo. We've hit our peak.
Thank God. Preach. Where's my preach? But yes.
Yeah.
100%. Yes. Let's see what else. But craft saw consistent pricing. The average craft 12-pack is $15. That sounds awesome. I don't think the average.
Well, Faraz, you got to realize Pennsylvania is expensive, man.
Yeah, but
Pennsylvania is expensive for beer.
Wow. Well, okay.
That's true.
But you know what we also have is a beer culture. We have the most breweries.
No, you're right. No, we do have a beer culture, but nationally with these national brands, we're expensive, and the reason is our, the Johnstown flood tax and the taxes on beer don't help. They don't help.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing: they do help, because what they do is they keep these shit expensive so that people can make real shit and it be relatively inexpensive. How much? Wait,
listen, people are going to buy beer regardless. All right, they're going to buy.
Wait, how much is lager? How much is lager? Lager's the cheapest 12-pack, isn't it?
Still $11.99.
Yeah, shit. All right. That's interesting. Let's see. Yeah, so you're wait, what's a 15-pack of All Day?
At our store, it's cheap.
Yeah.
$16.99.
See, that's what you're calling cheap. Binny's, a large chain in the Midwest, was running. Oh, what was the price I just saw? Founders All Day IPA, 15 pack, $11.99. Wow,
I mean,
that's
there
less
you
than a
go.
buck a beer.
I mean, if
That's
you go
less
to
than a buck a beer.
if you go to Giant right now, a 15 pack of All Day is $20.99.
Jesus Christ. Good, good, good. Make the shit that's far away expensive. Here's the thing. We do this show, but we also go out, you and I, all
Yeah.
different breweries. We drink everywhere. And there is a benefit to having a culture of breweries. One of the articles I don't think I had I didn't actually add was the big deal that they made last year in Colorado. How many breweries closed? How many breweries opened? What do you think?
Colorado last year?
Yeah.
I would say it was a net plus of say 100.
One.
Net
Breweries?
breweries.
One.
Net plus one.
Yep. So now this is also only including this is including Denver, but it said Colorado as a Colorado, but it's the issue is basically they're saying that it's the Denver market that has oversaturated all of Colorado in general, which has stifled Colorado craft, which is no new breweries open. No, I'm sorry. It was 8 breweries closed, none opened, and 9 are slated to open. So it's only a net plus 1. And that's because what you're saying, if you don't have the laws in place to protect, and trust me, I live this world as much as you do, to protect the brands you have in state, then it's anybody comes in and they just become whatever.
Right. You're right, but I think that has more to do with legislation in territorial rights and how the beer is sold. When you start opening the market up to the mass public, as far as like Walmart, Target, Costco, Giant, while you'll see some prices start to come down, you will see the mass produced prices of 12 packs come down dramatically. But your selection will change severely. It will go away.
Yeah.
So SKUs will be cut. You will be the redheaded bastard stepchild in a matter of seconds, and you will be cut from their list. And it'll go from 1,000 down to 100 in a snap of a finger. And that's why we do sell a lot of craft, is because of how we sell it. It may not be convenient, may not be as convenient as going to Walmart, but little personal note, I don't shop at Walmart. I haven't spent $1 at Walmart in probably 15 years. And it's
10.
because of,
10.
Are you 10 years?
10 years.
I don't like the dumping on America, and I just want to avoid Walmart. So
there you go.
That's personal opinion. No?
Yeah, but we still listen. I still go to Costco and BJ's. I'm just no, actually,
No, I know.
I know. But yeah, no, I 100% agree, and I understand what all that is. I am of two minds of this as a person who used to run what I thought normal, a bottle shop. And then I went around the world, or around the world too, and around the country. And I realized that shit is not normal to have a bottle shop.
No, it's not.
No, but there are states that have them. And the only state that I've found, because it's not a state, Faraz, that does it the craziest is DC. So in DC, it's because it's all under federal law, there's none of this game. So anybody comes in and they sell you anything and everything. So you have bottle shops in DC that you walk into that look like a bodega that all of a sudden have a $200 to $300 bottle just sitting there chilling. What? Now, my own biases is always they should have never let y'all become bottle shops. Let you break up cases, that's fine. Never let you sell singles. I've still been selling wonderful in my little shop, and I wouldn't be where I am today. But that's the world. But then I go to other states and I go all the time and I want to try beers, and it's a lot different.
It doesn't exist.
No,
It
it's
doesn't
New York
exist.
City.
We
New York
have
City.
people come into the store. They're from whatever state they choose, whatever state you choose. It doesn't really matter. They come into the store. They're like, "Oh, you guys don't have liquor?" So we get we get two people. We get two people that come in. Okay, you don't have wine and liquor? Oh God, what do I do? So we tell them, and then we have other people who are looking for beer, and they say, "Oh my gosh, like we don't have anything like this where we live. This is great. Oh my gosh, the selection is unbelievable." And so if you're looking for beer, Pennsylvania provides an awesome beer market.
Yes.
No question.
Because we have archaic laws that protect our brewers.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Stay out of my state, son. But, but it is true. The only other place I found that has anywhere near even a little bit of beer culture is New York City. Not New York State, New York City. And the crazy part is they don't have beer stores like we do here. I mean, they have everything. You can go buy liquor at your Dwayne. I mean, you can't buy liquor, but you can buy beer at your Dwayne Reed. But you can walk into a nice bar and they have the most ridiculous can selection you've ever seen because it's just their local shit. They're like, yeah, hi, I'll take, can I buy these by the can? Yeah, you want those? Yes, I do. Hi, I'd like, and I walk out with my 12 cans and they look at me weird and I'm like, leave me alone, I'm from PA. It's wonderful. It's all shit I can't get. So next, let's go to some good news. Thank God. On Premise continues his comeback, unless you have a new beer, JJ.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Rookie. With the latest promise of status on the beer board, which manages more than 1 billion in retail draft sales, which means they just review that. The volume change for this period, which is of May 20th to the 23rd, it's up 9.2%. Nine of the 10 states we tracked were up for the period, led by Nevada, up 23%, Florida, up 14%, Texas, up 12%, Georgia, up 12%. Michigan was the only state to see a decline amongst its set, and that was only 0.6. And that's also because Michigan is dealing with a COVID outbreak and new local lockdowns. But they're also showing the open rate. The open rate showing what locations are open. They're up to 93%, considering. All right, here you go, JJ. In May of 2020, 93% are open now. What percentage were open in May of 2020?
Oh, it had to be low. 10.
16.
Yeah.
The average number of taps is holding at 18 and is now almost at 19%. That's still down from 2020 numbers, but all right. Hey, man, turn the tap back home.
Yeah.
100%. What do you think of that? What do you think? I mean, locally.
Oh, people are getting back into the swing, man. They are. They're out. They're at bars. I go to some of the local places around here, and places are packed. People aren't afraid. It just seems like they're going out and they're. I don't know if it has to do with vaccinations or just tired of dealing with it or whatever it may be. It doesn't matter.
I hope it's due to vaccination. But yeah, I agree with you 100%. It was.
By the way, there was a study done by a lab recently that if you had COVID, 87% of people who had COVID still had antibodies 10 months after they were infected.
No, stop listening to Dr. JJ over here. Listen here, great ape. If I want stonk advice, I get it to you. When I want no,
It's
go get the
very,
shot.
very true.
Go
Very true.
Get the shot.
I feel really good about being infected in December. And when 10 months is up, I will, if any new studies come out, I will evaluate them and evaluate my situation.
Boo, whatever. We don't do this shit on this show. All right. I am going to drink a shower power from
Is that a shower beer?
7. It should be, man. That's great. It is. Looks like a shower beer, right?
Yeah.
I've never done a shower beer as a happiness in my life. Yeah, I've done a few, but it was mostly to like, this should help me be less hungover, desperately so. You are a pale ale done in collaboration with 10-7 and Naked Brewing. We may have graduated from college a while ago, but some guilty pleasures have stuck with us, like shower beer. Let us introduce you to Shower Power Strawberry and Vanilla, the first in our dangerously drinkable shower beer series, with our good friends from Naked Brewing. This 5% hazy pale ale is hopped with Citra and Mosaic, then conditioned on just a touch of strawberries and vanilla. Combine all of our favorite things to one in a bubbly package. Light, fruity, seriously crushable, best consumed in the shower, or anywhere your heart desires. 173 check-ins, 5% ABV, 373, clear as shit, so I don't really find it hazy. I can pick up the strawberry.
I love when they put out New England style IPAs. They call them hazy and they're clear as hell.
I mean, it's not clear as
it's
hell.
Semi.
Yeah. Dirt Wolf was much clearer. You know what though? The strawberry and vanilla come through perfectly. It is my only argument. That is, if this is supposed to be my shower beer, this is way too thick. And not thick in the fact that it's a very thin pale ale and it's 5%, but the flavor just sits on your palate. So I don't know if I can just crush. Like a shower beer to me is a PBR, is a Natty Bow. It's just
absolutely.
Miller Lite sadness that I'm drinking this Yingling lager.
I'm not going to drink a good beer in the fucking shower.
Yeah.
Ain't happening.
No, I agree with you 110%. All right, let's see. JJ's not drinking this week, it seems. Athletic.
Here, I'll tell you what. Moving on.
Oh, moving on. I guilted him into shit.
So I wasn't going to drink this because this is arrogance and ales, but I have Windridge Vines.
You fucking
Moscato Mule.
Oh, I can't even.
What?
Okay, hold on. I gotta go to a whole different section.
No, is it on Untapped?
No, of course it's not on the.
Why wouldn't it be? Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Moscato Mule. What are you, Nicki Minaj over here?
No, I don't have an ass like that.
Is there any rating for it? Oh shit, there is an Untapped.
Pretty damn good.
Okay. It is considered a spiced or herbed beer. 7% alcohol. 63%. 63 people have checked it in. At a 3.25. That's right.
Well, it's not a beer. Yeah, well.
You like your little Moscato? Is it a nice Moscow Mule?
It was sitting in the fridge for a while. I wanted to kill it.
Oh.
Didn't you ever drink one of those in the back of the fridge and you want to kill the freaking thing?
Yeah, it was just called that Curiosity 111. Yeah, it was right there. And then this brand new Dirt Wolf. That's the same category. Fuck on. Athletic fund round includes celebrity backers. Yesterday we reported, and everyone reported, that Athletic Brewing Company has closed a Series C investment worth $50 million to open a new brewery. $50 million. That's a big brewery.
Wow.
But there are celebrity investors. JJ Watt, David Chang, Blake Myosky, who I don't know, Justin Tuck, Lance Armstrong, and Darren Ravel, the
Obviously going
journalist.
obviously going after all athletes being athletic brewing. But I I don't understand the long-term growth here. Right? Do you?
Well, I mean, if here's the thing, it'll be sort of like seltzers. There can be only one other than Heineken 00. I mean, you're gonna have your stereotypical Holzhauser, your O'Doul's, your Heineken 00, and then if Athletic holds the whole rest of the market, well, it's got its own benefits.
Yeah, but there's other coming in the market. There's Groovy. There's Bravis. They're all trying to get a piece of Athletic, and the pie, the slice of pie is that big.
Yeah, but
It's
yeah,
like-
for now. But what they're all betting on is that this is going to be a market that will explode and expand. I don't see it, mostly because just no. But yeah, I don't know.
yeah, I don't think it's growth. I don't think there's growth in it. You know why there's growth in beer? You know why there's growth in hard liquor and wine, tobacco, gambling?
These are all
Because
wonderful things.
because they're fucking addictive. Number one.
They're wonderful.
That's the giant gorilla in the corner over there that we're all ignoring. But it's the truth, right? So if you have a non-alcoholic beer, so you have somebody that most people who drink athletic and drink non-alcoholic beer are drinking it because they can't drink normal beer anymore, right? So your market is very small. So nobody's seeking it out because they want to drink it. I don't think.
No, I that's the difference. Is I actually think they think the market is that people are seeking it out because this can be the Michelob Ultra. Why drink if I don't
Sorry.
need to? That's some
Yeah,
people
no,
understand.
I do.
Fine.
I do get it. I don't think it'll grow that much, but we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that they think the market is there. They may be the only one, but they definitely think
Yeah, I
the
know they
market is
think.
there. Yeah. Let's see. I do not have any more news. So, JJ, tell me, have you cooked anything wonderful? Have you made anything with beer wonderful?
Yeah,
Is there something you?
I did a couple. So yes, Memorial Day, I fired up the Weber. I put I barbecue with charcoal. I never use gas. I hate gas. I think it's just terrible to cook on. But so I use charcoal and I use some applewood Kingsford, which is great. So you put a few pucks of that, a few briquettes of that in with your regular charcoal. I smoked some wings and smoked some pork tenderloin that I rubbed with a garlic and Old Bay seasoning. I love garlic and Old Bay in an apple smoke. Um, and I did some potatoes, some baked potatoes around around the charcoal, so they were close to the charcoal, and then I moved the other stuff away from it, put the lid on for like 2.5 hours, and I'll tell you, man, the wings were just dynamite. The pork tenderloin was great. The seasoning just goes so well with the smoke. I love Old Bay and garlic with that smoke, the apple smoke.
And why didn't your fat friend get any of this? Because that sounds
Because
excellent.
your other fat friend ate it.
Mother. You know what? Come on, JJ. I'm gonna lose my double XL. I mean, what are we doing here? But yeah, I'm trying to think if I had anything. Oh, you know what? Okay. 1 second. Let me go grab something, kid. JJ Van.
Right. All right. While Faraz is gone, drop us a like, subscribe. You know the deal. Don't have to explain it. We're on YouTube. Just do it. Smash it. Thank you. What the hell is that? What is that?
So what this is there is a brewery that is going to open soon locally called Country Club Brewing. And for those who are in the know, I am definitely in the know. So they are test batching their beers. And he said, hey, could you test batch this for me, which is a 12% Imperial Stout on vanilla, coconut, and caramel. And let me know what you change about it. Now, I'd love your intake on this one because you and I differ on this. It's flat. It's not flat, but it's so lightly carbonated. And I understand, brewers, hi, I really do. You want to make a beer. You want to make it still. You don't want it to have too much carbonation because that changes the wonderful flavors you have.
I think I think carbonation enhances flavors.
I do too. I also know that it does enhance flavors on IPAs. On stouts, maybe differently, but what it does is it releases aroma no matter what. Now, this is.
I think it may be hard to carbonate a long boil, high alcohol, high sugar content stout. I think it may be more difficult to do that. I don't know.
It is. Yeah. They claim a 10-hour boil, and I don't know if you were on the show. Were you on the show when Josh said that he did a 6-hour?
Yeah.
And they almost fired his ass from there.
Yeah.
So a 10-hour boil is interesting. Let me tell you, one, the caramel sings, just absolutely sings. When you brew on small batches, your 1.5 barrel systems, your 3-barrel systems, you can really, when you add the adjuncts, they come through on a whole nother level. And the caramel sings.
I love caramel. That sounds fucking awesome.
That also is maybe a thing. And the funny thing is that the coconut is taking a back seat. And when I talked to him, because he wanted this to be coconut forward, he's like, well, I didn't put the toasted coconut in as to really let it rest in there and pick up that coconut flavor. And I was like, no, please don't. Please don't. It is a 12% Imperial Stout. It pours as thick as motor oil, 10-hour boil. And man, yeah. Just take the coconut out, bro. Just make it a caramel vanilla. And Megan from last week will appreciate that I'm drinking out of my Morning Delight
that's cool.
Sample cup. And yeah. See, kids, arrogance and ales. This is why I get to be arrogant. I get to try beers you might not even see. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I deserve the boo.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you for joining us. This has been Arrogance